Hey people, welcome to another video of the crypto forex market. We're going to be looking at XRP USD. If you saw my last video, we was looking at XRP USD. So I've left everything in position from the last video. So I'm just going to go straight into it quickly, and I'm going to show you what I see about XRP USD and what's happening. So we know that XRP USD is against the dollar. And we know that the dollar has come down significantly. Yeah. So within the past week, 2-3 weeks, fourth week, we have seen a momentum going up. But last week we saw momentum going down. However, we did get some good report that the dollar had. And then we had some good report that the interest rates has slightly gone up to 2.5. However, I'm looking at a bigger time frame overall, because we might get up and down movements on a smaller time frame. But overall, on a bigger time frame, we are still in a downtrend for XRP USD. We got a support line, what I covered last week, where it was resistant here, and then it broke this line, and then it came all the way down. So our numbers is 0.33386, and it's pretty a low price to buy in at. But this is my analysis, so you got to do your own research if you're gonna buy anything. So right now, when I zoom into the weekly, I could personally see it touching probably up just beneath the 50 MA, or just wicking on it and then coming back down. As you could see, we got a diagonal line coming all the way down here. Otherwise, I could see it coming down from this level here, right here. If not, if it doesn't come down from there, personally, I could see it come down from this level. If it breaks above, then it's going to do exactly like this pattern that I've drawn. However, I believe that it's going to come down. And the reason why I believe that, we're still in a recession, and there's going to be quite a few months before we break out of the recession. But looking at the smaller time frame now, when I go down to the intraday time frame, this is where you could see the direction of a smaller time frame, if it's going to continue up or down. So at this present time, it's been consolidating around this area, and now it's this area here where I'm looking at, where potentially it could come back up again. That could happen depending on the news that we get in terms of the dollar. So for example, when the dollar goes up, all the other currencies that has USD in it goes down. However, from here, it's been on a support level here, just above the 200 EMA on the 4-hour time frame, and it's been keeping it all the way through. Once it broke above here, the 50 EMA, which is a green line, is kept it above. And then we got the 20 MA, the green line, that's kept it in line. So if it bounces back down here, which I could see it potentially going, and then it could flip back up. So this is where you got to be careful, and you got to have your trailing stop loss, and just be careful for some wild movements, because we could have that. We could definitely have that. So if I go even to a lower time frame, you could see a lot more things happening here. So you could see, look, you could see it gradually coming up. So you could see stochastic, which is called here, is oversold right now. And when it's oversold, it usually touches a green line, then comes back up. As you could see here, when it was oversold, it went up. So I could basically see it going up from here on the 1-hour time frame. So when you go down to the smaller time frames, as I said, you could see within the week, you could see a lot of things happening, whether it's going up or down on a smaller time frame. So usually I'll stick to the 1-hour and 4-hour. With the smaller time frame, you could still see things happening as well within a smaller time frame. Even if you go smaller, you could see that it's overbought on the 15 minutes. So this thing could come back down again. And then if you skip to the 1-hour, the 1-hour is oversold. So potentially that could go up maybe to here, and then if it goes higher, potentially here. But I believe that it's just going to roll back down and come back down to a daily time frame. So if I go down to daily time frame, potentially the daily time frame is bearish. So if it breaks the 50 MA on the daily time frame, that thing most likely would hold around here and then go back up. But if it doesn't hold this level, which it's been holding, because it's quite a strong level around here, which is 0.33386, then if I zoom out, when in doubt, zoom out. If it breaks this support level, then it's going to come down here. Yeah, and this is another strong support level. So I'm ready for this level or this level to take place to buy in. Yeah, so I personally can't see it, because the last level I've got is this level here, but personally I can't see it going all the way down to that level. But I'm prepared for anything. But you guys, if you're doing your research or you're getting in, you do your own research and you just prepare for what you're doing. But I'm no advisor on what to advise, but this is my analysis of XRP USD. So we got the 50-way mark for the RSI, which is quite a powerful indicator, and then we have a thing called here, an indicator called the MACD. So you can see it's above. We got strong buy momentum still. If we get this blue line crossing this orangey line here, which it did here before when it was coming down, and then it went up the blue line, as you can see here, and then it went up here, this is basically indicating that we're going to have an up movement, which it did, and then it came down again. So it came down and it touched here, it was just about to cross, and then it held this line, this support line here, and then it came back up. As you can see, it's looking up. So we got some bullish momentum, as my indicators looking here, as the RSI says. So I'm looking for XRP, once it decides to break above this level here, then potentially I could see XRP USD it easily going to $10 at least. But before we get out of the recession, potentially I could see it going around this level here and then steadily going up. But throughout the recession, even if it breaks above, I can't see it zooming up too fast. I could literally see it just going up slowly, coming down, going up slowly, coming down. But yeah, that's my view of XRP USD. So I normally correlate it with the USD, which is dollar, because dollar is controversially related to XRP, because when the XRP goes up, dollar goes down. When XRP goes down, dollar goes up. So I'm going to quickly give you a little taste of the DXY, and this is how I do things. So the DXY is the same kind of process where I've got my 50 MA, everything lined up. So I've got a thing called here Fibonacci tool, where I've done it from the high of the weekly to the low. So you could see here from last week, we've had a strong weekly candle. We got some good report on Friday. So it's going up over time. It's been going up since last year. So since last year, around May time, we had a lot of good news for the dollar. Yeah, so it was sad that all the other peers with USD in it, it just went straight down. They just went straight down. So if I zoom in, just before I zoom in, I want to show you something. In the past, this level was a resistant level, this yellow box. It went up, it came all the way down. Again, it went up, it came all the way down. Again, the third time it went up, it broke this resistant level and it turned. Usually when it breaks the level, it goes up and then it rests on the resistant and it usually turns support. This turned support just here and it went all the way up, and then eventually it stopped around this level. So I drew my Fibonacci to that level, and then when it came back down, as it turned back down, you could see on a weekly basis it just went up and down. It went down to the level again and it's basically turned support. So I can't see it going down further personally. I can't really see it going down. As we had this weekly candle, once we get this break above this 50 MA, then I could definitely see it continue going up. But this is what I propose. Once this goes up, then XRP will definitely come down. I could see it potentially going up from that level and then potentially coming back down and potentially even breaking this level. If it doesn't, it will probably rest on it a few times, go up and down, and then eventually break past it here. Yeah. So usually I'll put my little notes here. If price is under the 200 EMA, which is the red line here, it's bearish. If it breaks this through here, likewise other time frames, if over the 50 EMA, which is here, then it's bullish. So it's still in a downtrend right here. So if I draw from the high to the low, we're still in a downtrend, even though it was bullish last week. However, if it breaks this downtrend line, yeah, and it breaks the 50 MA, then we're going to be going up potentially. But it really hasn't broken it yet. It's still on the support line. So I want to see another weekly candle, another blue candle break this area here. And then I want to see it going to between the 60 and 71. Usually these are quite strong areas where price usually, you know, bounces off and usually goes a different direction instead of going past that. But if it does break past the 71, potentially this is the next level, the 100%. And if it breaks past the 100%, then this thing's going to skyrocket. But potentially I could see the dollar over time weakening. And then as we're coming out of the recession, you know, I could see it coming back down. But usually recession lasts about 18 months. So probably by next year, by the end of this year, we should be easing up as we go through this year. You know, crypto in itself should be coming up bit by bit. The dollar should be going down all the way down. So I believe over time the dollar is going to get weaker, and then that will give a chance for all the crypto going up. So once you see the dollar, you know, coming up, then I wouldn't even need to look. I know 100% Euro USD, for example, AUD USD, XRP USD is going to go the opposite way. And when you trade like that, it's just so easy as well. It gives you another, you know, signal how the market is going to react, you know, especially when you're looking at the dollar as well. Yeah, so there's another thing that I use is the Ishimitsu candle. So right now you could see overall time last year it was going up. So these red candles, it gives you, if I take that off, the Fibonacci off, it gives you a clear view of the candles, what kind of candles they are, and they're all bearish. Apart from this candle, as I said, it hasn't broken above this line. It's made a pin bar. So this pin bar, potentially it's got a long wick coming down, that black line. If I move this out where you could see the pin bar a bit more clearer, you can see a long pin bar. Usually when you have a small body at the top there, it's usually a bullish momentum sign that, you know, there's a potential change of trend. But what I need to see one of these blue bullish candles on a weekly candle just break above here and break above the 50 for me to actually say that the trend is changing. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this video here, but I've just given you a quick rundown on XRP especially, but I like to you know, look at the dollar as well, because I know that when the dollar's weak, crypto is going to be strong. When crypto's weak, the dollar's going to be strong, vice versa. It's just so easy. And Bitcoin is the same thing, but I'll do another video about Bitcoin later on during this week. But yeah, with XRP, as I know a lot of you, you know, are waiting for XRP to be bullish. As you could see, a clear pattern with the Ishimitsu candle, which I like using as well. I like to flick to it because it gives you a clearer, you know, view, and it's not too distorted. So XRP USD, as you could see clearly, so clear that most likely we're going to get a down momentum. So you're going to get some red candles and potentially bouncing on it and fly it up. So yeah, so at the end of the day, yes, they're going through a court case. There's a few things happening, but overall XRP, I believe, is going to do well, and they'll either win the court case. If they don't, you know, it's still going to be, you know, in the company's favor, that they would make sure that XRP stands, and they'll probably chase after all the other cryptos. But XRP would be most likely a stronger currency in crypto overall. So yeah, that's why a lot of eyes are on XRP, because they've been going through a long court case and they're still holding strong. So me personally, XRP is at a good price. It's very low. As you could see, this price, it went above, you know, and since we're in a recession, it went down. But yeah, there's a lot of room for XRP to grow. But yeah, this is the highest point where it went to. So once XRP breaks out, this thing could even go a lot further than what it is. $10 up. Sky's the limit for XRP. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you like this content, and I could get more content out there. I could give you a clear view of what I see, not just on XRP, but the other cryptocurrencies as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next video. Please subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye.